Hey everybody. So we made it up here to the beef pasture cabin, and we're going to go live here in just a little bit, but it's cold here. So we're going to start a fire, and then I'll post this after the live because we got to get it warmed up in here. So you can see we've got the wood stove. The pipe is in the ceiling. I've made a little bit of small pieces of wood here for when we get it going. And then I also went out and got some pitch off one of the trees. So I'm going to start the fire on this little old dustpan, and then we're going to put it in the oven and get it going. So I also brought just a bag of stuff that I've been collecting. Some of it is from what you saw the other day when I did a little short, and it's this leftover packing paper from Christmas. This is super lightweight. It burns really, it lights sparks really easy. So I have some of that. I also went and got some, this is kind of the husky bark from the old sage here. And I don't have very much of it today, but we have a little. And you can see it's really fibrous. And when it's dry, that's a pretty good starter. So we're going to use some of that here. I'm going to put that in. Down on the bottom. So you want to create kind of a little nest. It needs to be tight enough, but like to hold together, but not so tight that oxygen can't get in there, air. So I'm going to kind of do that. Let's see. Oh, I also gathered up some of these seed pods. It's like cotton kind of. You could use thistle pods, but this time of year we don't have those. So I found these. This is some sort of vine that grows. And this is what was left over. We haven't had a very hard winter, so some of this, so I'm going to put this in too. Give that a try. I think that fluff will be pretty good. It's cold. Let's see, what else? Oh, let's see. In my little bag of fire starter, I usually put an old candle. This was an old piece from our Advent candle wreath, and I like to keep these around too because wax makes a pretty good fire starter if you get in a pinch. So I'm going to leave that here in the bag for now. I also, where is it? Oh, I also got a little bit of lint out of our fire or our laundry, so I'm going to put that in there. That will be pretty good in there too. And then I just sometimes keep little pieces of old, like a box or something if we're going to throw it away. And so I just keep a little plastic bag of little fire starter things. So you can see I've got kind of this little nest here with those items, and I'm going to sprinkle this pitch right in there. I'm just going to put it all over in there. Pitch you can find just coming out of trees. You'll see it. It just kind of, if it had been injured or a branch fell off, then sometimes it'll start leaking pitch. So that's a really good little starter. Okay. So the other day you guys saw me use this piece of flint. And there's the knife I used. Today I'm really lucky. I'm going to try it with this one. Now this is kind of special. This is my husband's dad's, and you can see it's made, he made it, and that's a deer antler. And then you've got the magnesium here, and then the striking rod over here. He put that all together, and what's so clever about this one, I think, is he fastened with a piece of leather. It's like a piece of an old hacksaw blade, and so if you didn't have your knife, like it's all together, and you can use this for the striking. So it's pretty neat. So I'm going to give this one a try. This is the first time I've ever used it. So here we go. Okay, so we're just going to get off some of the magnesium right into the pile this time. This one works better than a knife, I think, to peel that off. It's a very clever little design. I probably do more than necessary. I like to get it going. Okay, so we've got quite a bit in there. And the moment of truth. Oh no, did you guys see that? I gotta reconstruct my nest. Oh no. You saw the other day I struck the magnesium into a little pile and then I put it on. Darn it. Oh well, this is really what it is like. Shoot. Okay, we're gonna try that again. I might need to scrape off a little more. I might have lost some. Let's see, where are those little... Okay, we're gonna get a lot. Alright, try that again. Oh, I had it. Did you guys see that? I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna just blow on it a little bit while I go here. Hold on. It's trying. It's trying. There we go. You guys see that? There we go. That took a little longer. But you can see, there we go. I'm going to just kind of blow on this and get it going a little bit. Don't want to get it out. I'm just going to make sure that's pretty good before we slide it in there. All right, so into the oven we go. Now I've prepared like some just little kind of real little pieces of wood, and I'm just going to feed that in there and see if we can get those going. You don't want to snuff it out too fast with too big of wood. You can see I'm just putting these little guys all in there, and they are trying to go. There it goes. And then I kind of prepared even just like a middle-sized wood, right, before we get any of the bigger sticks in there. Again, you don't want to kill it before it gets a chance to go. So that's looking pretty good. Okay, next I just have like some little pieces of kindling, so I'm just going to break those up. And you're just going to kind of gradually add bigger until you've got a pretty good base, and then you can put on the bigger wood. using one of these, you see, isn't really super hard. I think anybody can kind of figure it out. The harder thing is finding the material that will light, the things that will spark and actually light. It's when you're out, like today, up here it snowed last night, and so everything before that was pretty wet, and now it's snowy, and it can be hard, especially in the winter, to find the dry materials. That's why, like, maybe even just keeping a little bag of like little tricky things. I mean, this isn't very heavy. You could easily put it in a backpack and take it with you. But just having the things that you can actually get going is probably the hardest part of this whole deal. I'm just going to keep, again, I'm just going to gradually get a little bigger until we get it going. All right, well, I think that's a good start. So I'm going to post this video after the live, and or during the live, you're going to see this thing raging. It will be a little warmer in here. So we'll see you soon.